So the term Nikon video shooter is increasingly becoming more commonplace in the pro video world, but if you still had doubts, then Nikon here has 8 words for you. 28 to 135 f4 power zoom lens. Wait, Sam, is power zoom 1 word or is that 2 words?
It's 2 words.
It's 2 words. Okay, then I'm right. 8 words for you. Now this is the first FX full frame power zoom lens that Nikon has ever made, and while it still offers a lot of great combo features for photographers, Nikon is really focusing on this as a pro video tool. So you're getting things like a constant f4 aperture, internal zooming, and adjustable zoom speed and rotation angle, and compatibility with a lot of pro video accessories, including this lens hood that it does come with. All these things are gonna make this a really good option for corporate shooters, event videographers, documentarian, and even just solo shooters who want a lot of flexibility and performance in a single lens. But are you any of those people I mentioned? Let us know in the comments. 28 to 135 millimeters is such a wide focal range that this is likely the only lens you need to bring with you for a lot of different types of shoots. It allows for a huge variety of coverage, and the constant f4 aperture on it means that you can keep your lighting setups consistent even if you're changing focal lengths. Now, another nice thing about the zoom mechanism is that just like a pro cine lens, zooming is internal, which means that your weight distribution won't get thrown off when this lens is either on a gimbal or a tripod. Nikon gives you a ton of control over the zoom functionality as well. 11 different zoom speeds will be available, and they can be assigned to either the zoom lever or one of the function buttons. And also the zoom ring direction can be tweaked as well. Now finally, how you zoom is actually also highly customizable. Through NX Tether, Snap Bridge, or NX Field, you can zoom via a computer, a tablet, a smartphone, or your more meat and potatoes way of using a follow focus system like we did, or your good old reliable hand when in linear manual focus drive. Now while this isn't an S-series lens, performance is no slouch on this guy. You're getting a minimum focusing distance of just 0.34 meters from the 28 to 50 millimeter focal range, and 0.57 meters minimum focusing distance after that. And if you're shooting on either a Z9 or Z8, high-res zoom can also be utilized to give you a 270 millimeter focal equivalent with 4K video recording. Now, optical quality so far has looked great in our field testing. The lens suppresses focus breathing, Nikon talks about its mesomorphous coat, which greatly reduces flaring and ghosting, and in our observances, we've noticed that as well. Now, the lens itself is dust and drip resistant, and you get a ton of control options on it. You get 2 custom function buttons, a focus ring, and you also get, I mentioned this before, but you get a dedicated zoom lever, so you can kind of adjust your zoom like a camcorder. And also, Nikon is actually taking a lot of pride in the design of this lens. It really is kind of like a nice bridge between a photography and a dedicated cine lens. You're getting things like this yellow band along the lens mount area. You're getting a more, I think they said cinematic font, which I couldn't explain what that meant, but when you see it, it just makes sense. Your 28 to 135 millimeter power zoom there. And like I said, it comes with this lens hood, which has some thoughtful touches. You can actually, I'll lift this here, for instance, so if you have a variable ND filter, you can easily adjust it. It's compatible with matte boxes. So, like I said, you get the functionality if you want to use this as a photography lens, but it really does a nice job of bridging this gap of giving you cine lens quality features while still being autofocusing, while still giving you all the other things you'd expect from a first-party Nikon lens. The 28 to 135 millimeter is a really flexible and high-performing option for pretty much any video shooter who's looking for just one lens that can handle most of what you could possibly throw at it. Now, our hands-on time with this was pretty brief, but in the time we did have with it today, we had a lot of fun with it, and we think a lot of pro video shooters will as well. But this is the internet, so we know you have hot takes, so let us know what you think of this lens. Will you be getting one for your next video shoot? Let us know in the comments below. Seriously, we do read them. I'm Nick with B&H. Stay creative.